everyone, ever wonder what it really takes to be as successful as Elon Musk?
Robot party. As you can see, I just arrived in the robotaxi.
Spoiler alert, it's not just about being super smart or insanely lucky. In today's video, we're going to dive into 6 things that Elon does differently than the others. And those are the things that make him successful now. And I promise, some of them will surprise you. Just in a few minutes, we're going to talk about his crazy work schedule. He literally works 80 to 120 hours a week, and that will change your mindset about hard work. Are you ready? Number 1, he dreams big. First off, let's talk about Elon Musk's dreams. He doesn't just think big, he thinks bigger. While most people are trying to work their way up in the corporate ladder, Elon Musk is thinking about how can he go to Mars. His whole mindset is focused on goals that are so big that they make you question your own limitations. What's the beauty of dreaming big? It forces you to take actions you wouldn't have thought possible. One great example of other dreamers who dared to think big, the Disney brothers. Imagine if Walt and Roy Disney hadn't dreamed about building Disneyland. There wouldn't be any magical theme parks like Disney World. Their vision redefined what entertainment could be. And now we cannot imagine a world without a theme park, right? Big dreams shape your future. One of Elon Musk's famous quotes is, when something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. He didn't start Tesla thinking that he would definitely be successful. And in fact, he thought only 10% chance of making it successful. 10%. But the dream was worth the risk. He doing the same thing with SpaceX. The first few rockets, yes, you see that it crashed like into million pieces. But have you seen the clip when the rocket landed safely for the first time? That was amazing. Nobody have ever thought about it. It's always in the mind, but Elon Musk made it happen. And what is the key point here? Everything successful people create starts in their mind long before they've become reality. They've been working on it, thinking about it, sometimes for years, until we see the result. It's so long, you will never know. So what is that you are thinking about that you want to make it into reality? Number 2, he works hard but smart. Now here's something that might blow your mind. In one of his interview videos, he said that he often worked up to 80 to 100 hours per week and even up to 120 hours sometimes. And that is crazy. That is back to back to back to back working. All he did was sleep, eat, and work. That's it. While most people are exhausted after 40 hours of working, Elon Musk double and triple that. And that is how he can create the result that normal people will take 1 year to achieve within 4 months. And here's also what is different. He doesn't just work hard, but he also works smart. He focuses on the things that only he can do, like being the visionary of the company. You won't find him ever trying to master every role in the company, like trying to do the HR, trying to hire people, trying to be the mechanic for the Tesla. None of that. Instead, he has his teams, and all those people, they are specialized in what they are good, and that is how he can build such a massive company, and in fact, a lot of companies. He sticks to his strengths, which is why the hard work eventually pay off. So can you imagine you are the one who work 80 hours per week? You will start to think, does this guy even sleep? He barely sleep. He only gets around 6 hours of sleeping time every night. No Netflix, no TikTok, no Instagram. He just focus on what he needs to do. And here's one thing you can do if you want to be better than your current self. You have to check out a book called The 5 a.m. Club. Basically, this book talks about how you should utilize the first hour of your waking hour. Instead of looking at your phone, you should do 3 things. There's journaling, that is to read a book, and that is also working out. These 3 things, however the order you do it, they all will help you to have a more productive day, because everything starts on that first hour, will define your whole entire day. Go read it and let me know if that works for you. Alright, we've covered some great stuff so far, but here's where things get even more interesting. Coming up, we'll talk about how Elon surrounds himself with people who are even smarter than him. Yes, smarter than him. And how that is one of the biggest reasons for his success. Stick around for this because it's a strategy that will make everyone level up in their life. Number 3, he reads a lot of books. Let's talk about younger Elon Musk. While he was young, he already spent a lot of time in the library. He read a ton of books, and another time was a lot of non-fiction books. And you know what? Because he spent that much time in the library, sometimes the librarian would kick him out because he shouldn't be spending that much time in the library. That shows how much love he had with reading. And here's the thing, once he went through all the books in the library, guess what he would do? He literally checked out the encyclopedia, and he read so much things in the encyclopedia. Whenever somebody need to ask a question, his mom would just point to him, go ask that genius guy. Crazy, isn't it? So why is this important? Books are packed with a lot of experience from people in the past. These people, they spent 20 to 50 years just to make this book. It's all condensed in this precious thing that you can find literally so easily now. And guess what? People like Elon Musk take full advantage of this. So if you're wondering where to start to read a book, Elon Musk actually recommends one book. It's called 0 to 1 from Peter Thiel. But honestly, you can pick up any book and just start to read it. You can go to library, and if you see books about business or personal growth, just pick any. You will learn a ton. Number 4, surrounding himself with smart people. Here's a pro tip from Elon Musk. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. And exactly that is what he does. You might think that Elon Musk is already a genius, but in fact, he is not. He knows that he doesn't have the answers for everything. So he builds a team of brilliant people around him. He has his rocket scientists, his CFO, CTO, COO, all other employees. They are all experts in areas which he is not. And there is also a cool interview where he talks about what he actually looks when it comes to hiring. He is not interested in a lot of basic questions that people have in most interviews. There's one major thing that he wants to know. It's, well, what's the toughest problem have this person solved in the past, and how did he solve it? That's it. He looks for a problem solver to bring into his company. In fact, that is how you should do it. Whether you are building small business or you are just doing your own project, you should always have people around you who supports you. By giving the opportunity for them to grow, you will also grow. Number 5, he breaks down complex problems into small pieces. Now, this one is a bit more technical. Basically, Elon Musk has the background in physics, and in physics, he learns that everything can be broken down into smaller pieces, and from that smaller pieces, you can start to figure out. And that's how he built a lot of great companies: SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, SolarCity, and a lot more. So even though he didn't have an aerospace background in the past, but his understanding of physics has helped him to build SpaceX from scratch. He understood that the fundamentals of rockets, along with the help of the rocket scientists and other people, he used this knowledge to guide the company. That's one of the cool things about Elon Musk. He's not an expert in every field, but he knows enough to piece things together. Before we wrap things up, you definitely want to stick around, because at the end, I will talk about how he handles failure and how that is different from most people as well. That would be one of the key points why he is very successful. Alright, move on to the next point. Number 6. Making mistakes and fixing them fast. Here's the thing, Elon Musk has made a ton of mistakes in the past. Have you seen the first rockets that blew up, or major incidents that happened on Tesla cars? But what sets him apart from other people is how quickly he fixes those problems. He doesn't let that stop him. He learns from them, adapts, and moves on. There is a saying that you might heard before: repeating the same process over and over again and expecting different results is called insanity. Elon Musk doesn't fall into this trap. Instead of repeating the same steps, he always finds a new way to innovate and to get closer to that success. Failure is part of the process, but it's also how quickly you recover that makes the difference. If you ever stuck after making a mistake, pull yourself out of it, think differently, and keep moving forward. And before you go, don't forget to click the video right here to check out more content on how you can level up in your life. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys for watching. Click here.